Okay. I think I got it to start. Let me refresh that. Okay, this should be working. At least I hope it is. Before I get started, I want to make sure that I share this. Hold on. Because I gotta make sure that people stop by at some point. Alright, let's see. Okay, there's one more place and then I'll be good for now. Okay, I just hope that YouTube doesn't give me a hard time. I'll probably wait another minute or so just to be sure, but if anybody's here right now, hello, welcome to the stream. In about a minute or so I will get started with this game. I am going into this pretty much blind. I haven't even seen anything. So it's good that I'm playing it like this. I've wanted to do it like this for a while, but I should be ready to get started. Let me check something. If the audio needs to be adjusted, by the way, please let me know. I want to try to be sure that it is as good as it can be. I did okay, new game. Are you sure? I don't have any save data, so yeah. I'm just gonna start. Seems like I was lagging on YouTube for a second. Oh. This art! Wow! A lot of people are unfulfilled, stagnant, and you, Crystal, your records exemplify that. You didn't branch out much, did you? You may have become static, but that did not hinder her contributions to society. Isn't that remarkable? Does that not at least partially make up for her personal failure? It was going so well. I was doing good. Is this really the end? That suddenly? It happens to everyone eventually. She was successful, yes. Perhaps that's what made her so stale, too comfortable. Did you have any goals you wanted to reach? Well, I had my dream job, so I haven't had to think about that in a long time. I was planning on some renovations for the funeral home. The audience whispers amongst themselves. That's all? Renovations? What else? There must be more. Looking into it, she was planning on starting volunteer work as soon as she could, primarily to put herself out there. Unfortunately, this was during the... What does that mean? Alright, I'll go. You know about that? Do they know everything about me? Every little thing? That was an idea I had a few months ago. I entirely forgot about it. I still would have liked to. Yes, I wanted to join some charities. It seemed like a great way to give back to the world. As the one who authorized her death, I can say with certainty she was not going to go through with it. Her future wasn't special. Merely having plans doesn't mean anything if you don't act. That's just daydreaming. My future wasn't special? Completely unfulfilling. Life was so good. I just got to stay with my best friend for the first time in years. I was so happy. Things were looking up. So they were down before that. Don't mistake our words as disappointment. We're all proud of the things you achieved, even if you didn't reach your fullest. The human experience is a crucial part of existence, but it isn't the end. You fumbled, but so do many others. It's just rare to see someone with so much influence and success reach... What did I fumble on? Only 31, so young, yet those years are really all you got out of it. You tell me, Crystal, what did you fumble on? I don't know, the plane, know what caused your death. May I answer for her? No, I want to hear it from herself. I want to know what you think, Chris. What led to it? What do you think brought you home so soon? Huh. Interesting. This is really pretty. Wow. So, what was it? Were you bored? Be honest. What? No, I wasn't bored. It's alright if you were. I really should have planned more, honestly. I just didn't want to make, like, an overwhelming list of things to follow, so I sort of underplanned when I should have taken a middle ground.
Truly.
No, David, really. I had fun. Lots of fun. Yes. Seriously, I'm going back home for work. Just work. If I could stay longer, I would, but there's no turning back now. Hello, welcome! 'Cause you already bought the ticket. 2 weeks off may have been a bit more than I could handle. I didn't realize it until I saw how many people we've had to turn away from. I should have expected it. Why? Can't people just stop dying? Give you a little break? If only. It just feels really sad, seeing all these families come to us, wanting our care, but me not being there to give it. I hate to think about it. Maybe they should suck it up and go to another funeral home. Hell, get up and start their own funeral homes. They have backyards for a reason. We've been doing it with pets for years.
Yes.
Backyard burial, yes. I'm a fan. If only it weren't so restricted. I'd like to be buried in my backyard, in the wilderness, worm food. David chuckles. Ah, Crystal, maybe one day. Definitely one day. I guess people would want to visit the Ultimate Mortician's funeral home in particular, knowing that they'll be getting an ultimate funeral. An ultimate funeral? What a trashy idea. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. But yes, lots of people go to me just for that seal of approval. If people feel most assured with my service, then I hate to turn them down. You know how people buy my artwork just because I'm the Ultimate Mortician? Despite that being a completely separate thing, the label's important to people. Being a great artist helps. They don't buy just for your title. You were invited how long ago now? 6 years? 6 years, yes. Remember how I called you right after because I thought it was a scam? The letter was so fancy. In what world would it have been a scam? That's exactly why. Like a millionth visitor pop-up. I don't know. I just feel like with too much time away from work, someone could steal my talent from me. Reevaluations are awfully soon. I can't slack off. If I lost my talent, I don't really know what I'd do. That's my biggest accomplishment. Well, how soon are they?
Ugh.
September 1st. The UATI is ruthless. Ugh, makes me so nervous just thinking about it. Mate, that is 2 months away. That is not awfully soon. It is. If I've taken a 2-week break while someone else has worked every single day, they have the advantage. 'Cause Ultimates work every single day, 24/7, 365. The ones that are remembered do. That internet lady that's been going for my talent the past 4 years, this 1-week break could have been her last chance. Just imagine what she could do with 2 weeks. I think you need to relax a bit. It's not healthy. You have all your things, yeah? David pulls into a parking spot at the airport, his brows furrowed with worry. I'd love to reassure him that I truly am just leaving for work, but I'm not sure how. I'm not even sure I can reassure myself on that. Work is a big part of it, yes. But this last week in general has given me an odd feeling. I know it's not because I don't want to be here, though. He's been thinking that ever since I had to cut the trip short. I really do want to be with him longer. Yes, I have everything. Just have to deal with the airport now. Exciting. Good luck with that. Well, I'll miss ya. Keep in touch this time. You don't always have to wait for me to message when you want to talk. I know. I push the door open and reach into the back seat, grabbing my briefcase.
I'll try to message you more often. I promise.
Course. Bye, Chris. Get home safe. I step out of the car with my briefcase, turning around toward the door and peeking my head in. Yes, you too. I'll send you positive thoughts to make up for this. Hopefully that still works on airplanes. I'll let you know. With a wave, I shut the door. The airport. So many tired, stressed people in one building gives the terminal an awful, frustrating feeling, but also a sense of vigor. Maybe that's just me. It's also lovely to finally be able to travel again, yes. Perhaps we'll go back to normalcy soon? I hope we do. We got here early. I always make sure I do. Even just being on time worries me. I don't like to cut things close. A good part about that is I have a lot of time to just wander around and grab some food. See all the people. So many different types of people. I think that's my favorite thing about traveling. You get to see so many different types of people from all over the world. All different walks of life. So even if everyone's cranky, I still enjoy it. I don't blame him. It's the airport's aura. Still going to walk slower on purpose. Ignoring that. That's funny. Ignoring that, I go through the process and try to relax. Soon I'll be back home. I miss New Zealand. I miss my cats. This flight isn't crowded at all, which is good. I like getting window seats on my own. And I get to pass the time with a book. I don't even read for fun particularly often. I just feel obligated to whenever I fly. Like a little tradition. Just have to find it. Ma'am, mind if I sit here? Oh, darn it. No, I don't mind. This is really pretty. This art, I'm just so impressed with this. Wow. Eventually, the plane takes off with me, hardly even noticing, completely invested in the story I've been reading. Oh, my game saved. Cool. Subturbulence today. A little more than usual, isn't it? Lot more than usual. It's making me nervous. Oh, don't be. I've flown a lot and have seen my fair share of crazy turbulence. It's always nothing.
Did you know?
And remember, you are 19 times less likely to die on an airplane than in your car. I like those odds. Lady's not having it. Taking a little trip to New Zealand for work. Went here a long time ago. I've always wanted to visit again. She seems friendly. Maybe a little conversation isn't so bad. What are you visiting for? A work trip. Don't judge me. I'm a spirit medium. Been doing it since the 80s. Oh, interesting. I see. Coming to talk to some Kiwi spirits, eh? A spirit medium? Whoa. Ghosts and spirits? It's so interesting. I believe in them, but I'm not sure how they fit in with my spiritual views. Actual beliefs has made me appreciate and ponder all kinds of ideas. Even if I always go back to reincarnation, that idea is most comforting. I guess so. The family wants to talk with their grandfather, and I'm always wanting to help me and physically. I only talk to him now. Really? Yeah. Oh, you probably think I'm senile now,
No.
No, I'm intrigued. I thought you might be messing with me. It's not something you expect, a spirit medium. How do you even get into a job like that? Is there a special certification? No special certification. Well, there are certifications, but I think they're all nonsense. To do. Eventually people started paying me to do it. I never expected it to become a full job, but it has. I can't complain. I'm Marian. You? Lovely meeting you, Marian. I'm Chris. I'm Crystal. I don't know why I just cut off like that, but I do mortuary work. Mortuary work? Ain't that fitting? It is, yes, very fitting. I tell people goodbye. You keep in touch.
I'm actually the ultimate mortician. I was in Australia to visit a friend, but Well, I have a lot of work to get back to.
Marion looks surprised, her eyes widening as soon as I mention my talent. Oh, an ultimate. You're serious? Yes, I'd imagine a lot of work comes with that. There is. But I love it. I wouldn't give it up for anything. Oh dear, this isn't the usual response. Usually people are really excited. Is it egotistical for me to expect that? I don't usually tell strangers for that reason. I've met a few sad. And it still ain't too easy to get one of those. I've given up. I don't even know if there is an ultimate psychic right now. I used to keep up. I don't care much, anyway. Not much of a point anymore. The Ultimate Association is a strange one. Strange? I'm sure you've heard all of it. Strange management, the secrecy, the association's got past baggage they need to get rid of. I've seen it firsthand. I've heard plenty of rumors about the association's management. The way they choose ultimates and prestige ultimate is prime for speculation. Of course, there are people coming up with crazy theories about it. But baggage? And she's seen it firsthand? What do you mean? Not sure I'm the best person to talk about it, and I don't want to make it sound like being an ultimate's a bad thing. Hastily gets up from her seat, speed walking down the aisle. Gosh, hopefully she's alright. The turbulence has been pretty bad. I guess I could get back to reading. I pick up right where I left off, the surroundings fading once again into the background as I fall back into the story. Soon after. What was that? My hands tightly clench the book I was reading as I stare at the seat in front of me, forced right back into the present. Gasps and a scream fill the plane as the dread sets in. What's going on? I want to scream too, but I'm too paralyzed with fear. Maybe that noise was nothing? Someone popping open a ridiculously pressurized chip bag? I can feel the plane dip down as I'm filled with that feeling of weightlessness. So this really is happening. My seat shakes as the lights in the cabin flicker, eventually turning off altogether. I throw my book to the side so I can grip my seat's armrest. What do I do? What do I do? We're going to have to make an emergency landing. Please brace for impact. Am I about to die? This is animated? This looks so cool. Oh no, this girl. This isn't good. I'm nervous. Plane crash, despair. I like this title screen for the chapter. Wow. What brought me back home? Was it the psychic lady? Did she do something to me? Marion? So quick to point the finger. No, she didn't do anything to you. I know this is difficult, Crystal. Dying young makes this process confusing. And her death was especially frightening. With enough introspection, you'll figure it out. You have plenty of time to do so. Is it because I sent positive thoughts on the airplane? The audience all sigh in unison. What? No, Crystal, within yourself. You know we have issue with silence. I've decided where she should go. Her position's clear enough. What does moving on mean? Where do I go? If what I suspect is right, then yes, that is a fitting place for her, sadly. No defense against... I don't know what I'm expected to do. I was randomly thrown into all this, and I don't know what's happening or where I am or who all of you are. What do I even say? This isn't what I was expecting for the afterlife. No, not at all. Crystal, you've shown that you prefer a predictable existence, one where you know exactly what to expect. That's good for survival, but it's not good for living. Someone who learned how to live would go to... It's a shame. I'd love for you to rest there. I'd love for everyone to rest there. But alas, there is a place for souls just like you. That place being, of course... The audience all whisper amongst themselves. Oh no. That doesn't sound fun. What an awfully depressing name. Truly disheartening. This entire group of spirits, they all feel disheartening. It doesn't feel as welcoming as I would expect the afterlife to be. It's so formal. Would it be weird to say I'm disappointed with the afterlife? They let out a defeated sigh. No, all good, don't worry. Wait, why? I don't think there was any way I could have gotten a better placement for you. I tried. Alright, take her away. Please, Crystal, do some self-reflection. No. No, I don't want to go. No. What's it like there? Please, not yet. This is serious, please. Hold on a moment, I missed something. Missed something? There was a mistake? How is it possible for them to make mistakes? Seems you have a visitation request. A visitation request? From a Guardian Zeta. They must have noticed a loved one trying to get in. You hear that, Crystal? Someone wants to say goodbye. This is wonderful news for you. Imagine not being able to say goodbye to a loved one because they missed one of your spiritual papers. As in a person I knew? Someone who's alive? Who? We only know the Guardian who sent the message, not the human they sent it for. It can't be too hard to figure out. You didn't seem to be close to many. Ouch. Could it be Mum? Oh, poor Mum. What's she gonna think when she finds out what happened to me? And David, I died on the way back from our trip. What if it's him? I sure hope he wouldn't waste an apparently uncommon visitation on me. Whoever it is, I'm thankful that anyone would want me to visit, whatever visiting means. 1 to 3, it's not too long. I'll allow it. Fill this out and you'll be on your way. Enjoy your time away from actual placement. Awaits you. My actual placement? Right, yes. They shouldn't stare. They want me signing whatever this is. 1 to 3 earthly days. Purpose of visit, final goodbyes, visitor's address, return address. Okay. House, clearly clearing it out and grabbing all my cats now that I'm dead. I'm glad I wrote my will so young. Alright, next soul. Okay, the game saved again. Good. The paper, it's gone. And just like that, I'm here. House. This is nothing I could check. This is terrifying. Why couldn't it have been reincarnation? Okay, get a hold of yourself. Calm down. Deep breaths. Didn't they say I'd be guided? There isn't anyone in here. Oh no. What the heck is all this? What the heck? What is this? What is all this? Is it blood? It's hard to see in here with it just being lit by candlelight. This still feels more comforting than that sterile, bright, void court place. The door behind me creaks open, startling me. I quickly turn around to see who or what it is. Ah! New person.
Oh dear. A new person.
A short, blonde woman. She shuffles her way to the front of the room, looking towards the floor. She doesn't have a reflection, and it doesn't look like I do either. Could she be the one who will help me through this? What was it? Guardian Zeta? Was you Guardian Zeta? No, I'm not. We're all looking for them. And with you, we have 12. 12 other people? I'd hope my final goodbyes would be more private. How are there 12 other people? Are we all seeing the same person? Or maybe taking turns, like this is a little afterlife visitation center? I didn't know the afterlife was so systematic. That's exactly what I was thinking. Isn't it so cool? I want to learn about how all this works, what everything means. I have so many questions. So many questions. She stares off with a disturbed expression. She's clearly human, not like one of those things from earlier. Were they angels? Gosh, I can't even remember what they looked like. I was just speaking with them. I have a lot of questions, too. Yes. Did you also go through that judgment place after death?
Correct.
The court? Oh, thank goodness. We all went through the same thing. And then there was that paper and, I don't know, it was difficult to focus. They were all talking about me, but I was still shaken up by my death. I still am. The woman nods. You aren't the only one freaking out. I was just in a fucking car accident. Jeez! Why is she getting so upset? Okay, alright, you know what? I'll just keep going. The woman clears her throat, looking embarrassed. Excuse my potty mouth.
Idiot!
No, you know what? No, I'm dead. I don't give a damn. I'm dead, you're dead, we're all dead. Everyone's dead. However that works. At least now we know there's an afterlife. Yes, that's nice. Psh, I guess there is. And if that dipshit knew how to use his fucking turn signals, then maybe I wouldn't have to be here. She's so salty. I feel bad. Seriously, where do some people learn to drive? I hope I took his ass with me, because that fucker deserves it. Jeez. Ma'am, Miss, hey. And now my class is probably wondering, where is Mrs. Wright? Where's Mrs. Wright? And are gonna have to learn that I had my effing spine snapped because of some asshole who's too fucking lazy to flick a single switch. Sheesh, that's an awful thought. Please, calm down. Don't think about that stuff. It's not good for you. It's really not. And then my husband's gonna have to...
Stay positive.
Nope. Nope. Stay positive, Viv. Stay positive. I'm so sorry this all happened to you, really. And to think there's other people here who'd have gone through their own stuff. Right. Sorry, I shouldn't snap like that. I don't want to stress you out or anything. I just personally think this is all extremely unfair. Was yours unfair? Unfair? Yes, I guess it was. Plane crashes are extremely tragic. I guess I'll never know what caused it or how it could have been prevented, which feels unfair to me. But it was over quick, and I'm thankful for that. Oh, good. I'd feel awful if you were another, painful one. It's difficult to think about. It doesn't feel like I'm dead right now. It's like that was a dream. It all being a dream. That would be great. A huge relief. But I don't think it is. I've never had a dream like this. I'm sorry about your plane crash. That sounds horrifying. Car crash, plane crash, they're both sort of similar. So at least we can relate to each other, right? I nod, giving a small smile. Maybe this isn't so scary. And my crash is still quite fresh as well. I'm sure it's difficult to talk about. We all have our own debts to deal with. You're not alone in this. Well, dear, what's your name and talent? And talent? You know I'm... See, it's the most peculiar thing. Almost everyone here is a part of the Ultimate Association. So not only are we all dead, but we're also all dead Ultimates. Huh. Now, how would that... Oh, do you think we're all meeting with someone in the organization? That could explain why we're all here together, yes. Just like everything else, I'm not sure. That'd be pretty darn weird if that was the case. Goodness, I hate being so in the dark with all this. As the ultimate teacher, I'm expected to have the answers, but here we are, bewildered and lost. So you're the ultimate teacher?
My name's Vivian Wright, but you can just call me Mrs. Wright or Mrs. Viv.
I like this!
Hello.
Mrs. Viv. Alright, how nice. Ah, good, good. I'll try my best to figure out what's happening with all this. Don't worry. Not a Sunday school teacher, though, so whatever this is, I was not prepared for it. What classes do you teach? Anything the school needs. Music, science, language arts, history, all sorts of electives. Math. I've never seen someone say math with such hatred. Nope, not a fan. Not a fan at all. But other than that, yeah, I love to teach anything. I'll even teach driver's ed. Any grade, too. Preschool to 12th, but grade 1 has always been my favorite.
Truly.
Any subject in any grade? All those subjects to the point where you can teach them? I learn things easily, what can I say? And I've been the ultimate teacher for 26 years now, currently one of the longer running talent holders. Not to toot my own horn. That is crazy. 26 years of having a talent? Whoa.
Of course.
Which makes some other bitch is going to steal my talent and act like they're the best teacher in the world when I'd still have it if it weren't... I can't read. If I weren't fucking launched out of my windshield. Ouch. Alright, Mrs. Viv. Deep breaths, deep breaths. So, do you think we're on Earth right now? I feel alive. I mean, I put my hand on my chest and feel my heartbeat.
How odd.
And this looks like a room, not like the void. Maybe we're back alive. I felt my spine snap. If I lived, I'd probably be quadriplegic. I can't pronounce. I shiver at the thought of feeling my spine snap. Ouch. Some of us here have been through a lot, far more than me, and I feel terrible for them. Yes, but no, I mean, we could be back alive, but not in the body we died in, if that makes sense. I like thinking that we're back on Earth. Well, that wouldn't explain our lack of a reflection, or the weird translation situation, or the clothes thing.
Yeah.
You're thinking too logically. You need to think spiritually. Weird translation situation? Clothes thing? You'll see. Well, moving on. Dearie, are you gonna tell me your name? Right, yes. My name's Crystal. I'm the Ultimate Mortician.
Oh.
Oh, you're that new Ultimate Mortician. How cute. I am? I like to keep track of all the new Ultimates. It's so fun seeing all these fresh new faces join our wonderful community. Somehow, pretty much everyone here has gone under my radar, so I'm glad to see someone I actually recognize. Helps ground me to reality a bit more.
No.
But I got my talent 6 years ago. Maybe I'm thinking of a different... Vivian cuts herself off, eyes shifting to look beside me. I turn to see what she's looking at. Oh, what's going on now? Oh, here comes the 13th then.
Please be the guy that killed me, please.
What? What? She really wants to teach that guy a lesson.
How beautiful.
Look at them, fading in. It's beautiful. I don't know about beautiful. It's definitely bright. Darn it, not the guy. I hope this stops soon. It's space, and I'm not sure what we'll do if people keep flooding in.
Hello?
Who? Where? Aw, don't worry, don't worry. We're in the same...
Of course there's no internet.
Before you ask, no, neither of us are Guardian Zeta. We're still looking. Then who are... Shit, this can't be real. This is crap. I still had energy. Why the hell is all this happening? Thought this was a hallucination at first. Heck, maybe this is a hallucination.
No.
No, dear, you're dead. I'm sorry. This is so sad. Stock. Ultimate environmentalist dies of thirst because he couldn't find water. I retract what I said. That's actually good for my cause. Oh, ultimate environmentalist? I didn't know that talent switched hands. Last I checked, a girl had it. Yeah, I'd love to talk about what it's like being an ultimate, but this is absolutely not the time.
No.
No, we're ultimates too. Yeah, we are. Nearly everyone here is. There's more people here? What the hell? He taps the diamond on his forehead and his eyes begin to dimly glow.
Log.
January 8th, finally perished. Am I in the afterlife? Along with 2 females, one wearing dark clothes while the other looks to be older. Will update when I learn their names. That's interesting. Older. I'm sorry, what is that? Is what? The glowing diamond that you just tapped on and that screen on your hand? My flora chip? Yes? How the... Do you live under a rock? Is your family off the grid? How would you not... Okay, wait a minute. The woman holds her hand up, waiting for us to be completely quiet. Wow.
Amazing.
Okay, this is both amazing and mind-bending at the same time. How much more crazy stuff is going to happen today? Wow. Well, what is it then? Vivian doesn't answer him, just nodding. What year is it? Both of you. I see. 2021? 2084? Vivian gasps, covering her mouth. It's true! Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to ask everyone else too. I have so many questions.
What?
You're from the past? You're from the future? So then when are you from, Vivian? 2015. That's why I thought you just recently got your talent. Oh. Okay. Aw, I'm so proud of you. You kept it a whole 6 years. Yes, thank you. Still awkwardly blushing from Vivian's comment, I look to the side. He's from 2084? 2084! He doesn't look nearly as excited as this fact as Vivian is. I'm excited, yes. It's just hard to digest. The afterlife must not follow the same timeline as our world does. I wonder how long you would have kept it had you not... Anyways. Well, what's your name, Mr... Where are you from? What's the future like?
Log.
January 8th, still, the females are allegedly from the past, 2021 and 2015 respectively, potentially messing with me, although they seem truthful. Further analysis needed. This is so interesting, holy moly. We aren't messing with you, I promise. Come on, can I at least get your name?
Fine. My name's Mulilu Nyirenda. As I already said, I'm the ultimate environmentalist.
Still can't get over this card. That's perfect. Unfortunately, I failed my mission. I died way too soon and under the dumbest of circumstances.
So sad.
Oh, Mulilu, what happened? I'm so sorry. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I feel like I'm gonna butcher some of these names because I'm not very familiar with certain pronunciation. I ran out of water. It's typically easy for me to find resources, but I've run dry the past few days. It was difficult. I'm glad the pain is over, at the very least. The thirst and hunger has vanished.
Hopefully.
My death will hopefully instill the world with a sense of urgency, even if it is embarrassing. Maybe the rest of the Ultimates will be- I'm furious it had to end that way, though. So suddenly and without reason. You had me for saying that. What did I do? Vivian interrupts this angry silence with a question. You don't look as technologically advanced as I'd imagined someone from that far into the future. I thought we'd have reached technological singularity by that point, which would lead to some crazy technology, eh?
Excuse me?
He tapped his head and his eyes glowed. That's crazy tech if you ask me. Well, for one, there are technological regulations ensuring things don't get out of hand. Two, humanity's growth was stunted. That's all that needs to be said. That's foreboding. Well, lucky for us, we don't have to see what that is, 'cause we're dead. That's kind of a blunt way to put it, but good point, I guess. Oh, I skipped over that. It's okay. How many more people are here? What is this place? What is that? Mulilu extends his hand at the bloody symbols drawn on the mirror. Yeah, none of us are sure what that's spooky. Well, you're the 13th person, so 13 people here so far. 12 other people, and they're all ultimates? Yeah, well, most of them. I'm Mrs. Wright, the ultimate teacher, and that's Crystal, the ultimate mortician. Plenty more to be found outside of this creepy little room, and not a chance I get often. I assume this because you're talking about... Hold on. I assume this because you're talking about is environmentalism.
Correct.
Correct. I own a non-profit organization, Humanity for Recovery. My goal is to spread awareness to the general public on ways we can bring justice to our scarred world and heal the damage that has been done. As people from the past, it would have been invaluable to speak with you. It would be, for us too. I'm so curious about... Mulilo burst into laughter, interrupting Vivian.
Hilarious.
Invaluable. Hilarious. Thinking anyone would listen. Well, I'd hope we would. It would be really useful to know exactly what we could do to avoid things, wouldn't it? And it's still fun to talk to people from other time periods.
Eh?
What's the ultimate association like that far into the future? Wow, it's still going strong, eh? It doesn't even matter, does it? From what I know, I should be doing this visitation thing, and it sounded like it was on a time limit, so I'm gonna actually go see what's happening and what our next step is, rather than sit on my ass and talk about what it's like being from the future.
Goodbye.
If there's time, I'll be open to discussion, but not right now. Goodbye. Mulilo starts to walk away, but right before he exits the door, he turns and makes a camera shutter sound effect with his mouth.
But then...
Date, January 8th, 2084. Location, unknown. Description, the strange room featuring the now named Crystal and Mrs. Wright.
Amazing.
Wow, very cool. He almost seems like a robot. What if he is a robot? That would mean robots have souls. Souls that are sorted and placed alongside us humans. How existential. Right? He's not gonna find anything though. We've been looking. Nothing useful just yet. How long have you all been here? Well, I've been here for, I guess around 30 minutes. I'm not sure about the rest. I appeared after quite a few were already settled in.
How odd.
Eternal ending so true. Hi, Echo! Welcome, welcome. I really hope people can hear me because I've been reading this whole time. And sometimes I second guess myself. Strange. All ultimates from different times. And different places. Oh? Yes, I'm from Canada, and you sound like you're from New Zealand, eh? I nod.
Oh, lordy.
Shame I didn't get to ask that Mulilo. Whatever, I'm sure we have plenty of time to talk. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm really excited going into this. My expectations, honestly, for this game, I didn't really know. I'm very... What's the word I'm looking for? Neutral on certain things, but now that I've actually started playing, this is so good so far. Thank you, by the way, for telling me. I'm glad people can actually hear me to help out. I would love to see whoever it is we're meeting, yes. Alright, dear. You have fun with that. I'll be waiting here in case any more people arrive. This prologue was incredible. Oh, I haven't even finished it and I can already agree. And I'm sure everyone that's worked on this has done an absolutely fantastic job. It already is so good. Oh lord, how many will there be? I wave to Vivian as I walk over to the door. Before I leave, she interrupts me. Oh, keep in mind that we all did just recently go through our own highly traumatic experiences, some worse than others, and you should be respectful to them.
Of course.
Of course, don't worry. As a mortician, that's second nature. Good. I'm glad that the game kind of just saves on its own. Now, is there anything else to look at in here? Let's see. Seems this was used to write on the mirror. I'm not convinced that's red paint. Honestly, neither am I. Neither am I. Alright, can I go? Oh! The cast is so brilliant, and Steven's good work cannot be understated. I'm really happy with how this came out. This looks incredible. Holy moly. I just want to look around and take in... Wow. This is so good! Wow! Alright, I'll talk to these two over here.
And then I heard them yell, "Fire! Fire!"
Oh no. So we all rushed out of our seats, running and jumping and yelling. It was chaos, but then I remembered my purse.
Oh no!
Your purse? No! Yes, I knew I couldn't leave it behind. It was only a room over. Couldn't be too difficult to grab, right? So I ran as fast as I could, going the opposite direction of the crowd. I believe I even heard a few people yell my name, but there was so much commotion. Zhao, she's one of your favorites. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but I already like these two. Both of their designs are really, really nice. I can only imagine Mrs. Zhao. Okay, so I'm assuming the other character. Yeah. And no, it was quite difficult. The fire was much worse than I thought, especially in the back rooms. Smoke had filled up the main theater, but there wasn't any fire, which made me underestimate it. So then, well, it was quite bad, so I'm not sure I'd like to dwell on it, but I believe I died. The fire was too much. Oh, the story is so sad. And now I'm here. Ridiculous, isn't it? The woman clears her throat. I'm not gonna sing this, but I'll read it. And then out of the fire came a rainbow girl with her multicolored stocking and a skirt of frills. Phoenix of color like nothing I've seen, a gap in her teeth, whistles serene. I would imagine that her voice is really nice. Yep, Crystal, I agree. Wow, her voice is gorgeous. The girl's face lights up and she claps excitedly.
Oh goodness!
Mrs. Zhao, that was amazing! Oh, and goodness! Thank you, but really, where are you from? I've never seen such fashion before. I'm from Brighton, Mrs. Zhao, which is in England. There are a bunch of other scene people there. It's really nice. Scene people?
Hello!
Oh, who's this? Hello, come here. The woman ushers me over.
Hello.
Yes, hello. I'd just like to tell you that you have a beautiful voice. You're so nice, thank you. I wish I had a voice like that. I'd sing every day. All the time. Her VA did a singing portion for her audition and they sounded wonderful. I believe that. I'd love to hear that someday. I'm excited for that in the future. Oh my gosh. I'm just getting more and more excited as I keep playing. Yeah, okay. You look strange too. Oh no, that sounded rude. I'm so sorry.
Nice.
I don't think it was rude. I'm quite nervous and sad. I nod understandably. Yes, Vivian back in the spooky room. She gave me a little bit of a rundown.
Yes.
And about how we're all ultimates and everything. I'm quite overwhelmed with everything myself, so I understand. Yeah, Mrs. Wright is really nice. I feel so bad for her. And Mr. Paulson? I feel like I'm butchering that, but I tried. And Mrs. Zhao. This Petra is such a sweetheart. Well, why don't we introduce ourselves to Crystal? Crystal.
Yes, hello. I'm Zhao Ying, the ultimate singer.
Oh, I like the voice. Wow.
Amazeables.
Singing. Her voice is so really super duper beautiful. It makes me want to cry. No need to flatter me, Petra. I love to perform for people. It's what I was born to do. Yeah, usually I only really see old people as talent. Mrs. Zhao has a really old elderly wisdom, even if she's so young. Like Mrs. Remington, she's really good at embroidery. Like, really good. She can... Hold on a moment. Okay, I am back. Sorry, I had to leave there for a second. My mom needed me. What did I miss? Wi-Fi is god-awful, so I'm gonna have to back off for now. I'll try to pop back in soon. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for coming by anyway. I really appreciate it. Hold on, let me get a deep breath in. Because I ran back up the stairs and now I'm out of breath. Alright. The girl moves her hands really fast, making whooshing sounds with her mouth. Super fast, it's epic, and she's 89, 90 in a few months, and I've never seen anyone that good at embroidery. So Mrs. Zhao kind of like that with singing, only she has that skill at like 21. Oh, I'm 28, Petra, definitely not that young. Well, you look so full of youth and beautiful. How do you do it? Ugh. Is 28 that old? Am I ancient? Can't give my secrets away, sweetie. Especially with my new film coming up. I need to look extra beautiful on the big screen, and I don't want my techniques being leaked to the world for all to use. Mrs. Zhao, you're in movies too. Oh, my goodness. Singing and acting, you probably play some very musical roles, yes? Her upcoming movie, sad to think that won't be happening. Darn.
I'm a star.
Yes, Heart of a Flower, releasing January 8th, 1933. Just next year and I'll be back in the limelight. It's not releasing for quite some time as we're early in production, but I thought you girls could use the inside scoop as my afterlife friends. Oh, that's so precious. Thank you, Mrs. Zhao. If we weren't dead, I'd love to see that movie. Oh! 1933. So far in the past, it goes both ways. I think she was joking, Crystal. Or maybe she can go back in time. But I'm not. What is there to joke about? This explains the old soul, yes?
Holy guacamole.
I love that voice line! Holy guacamole! Alright, I think that's one of my favorite lines I've heard so far. It's 2006 for me, so Mrs. Zhao's really far back, if this is true. Am I being fooled? You two must have your calendars a few years off. 2006? Oh no. These timelines are really gonna mess with everyone, and I feel like it's gonna play such a huge part in the story too. No, she's actually from then, 2006. Vivian figured out we're from different times. So, you're in the past for us.
Oh!
This is quite the day. My mind is struggling to understand how this is happening. Mine too, but I think the afterlife is just really cuckoo, crazy and goofy, so we shouldn't think about it too hard. Maybe, you're right. It's the same as the language thing. The afterlife is so mysterious. The language thing? Yes, you're all speaking Chinese, but Petra doesn't know Chinese, and she says she hears me speaking English, which means we're all being translated for each other. Huh, really? That's really interesting. I need to keep that in mind. I'll end up forgetting knowing me, but that's interesting. Whoa, afterlife translation. If Vivian and I are from separate places, then it makes sense that there would be people from non-English speaking places as well, and we're actually able to speak to them.
What?
It's really crazy, yeah, the afterlife is so magical. We really are all completely different outside of being ultimates. This visitation must be about our talents then. That's the only explanation. Oh, yes, the visitation. I nearly forgot. My time and place feels nothing like it. They don't even feel connected.
No.
Right. I wasn't a huge fan of Void Court, no. The Void was so scary. They were talking about all these things, and talking about me like I wasn't even there. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. You're all right now.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell Crystal my name. Hi, Crystal. My name's Petra Nightingale, and I'm the ultimate senior caregiver.
Oh, I like that talent. Senior caregiver? What? Now, what exactly does that talent mean? That's very interesting, though. I love all grandmas and grandpas. Be a grandma, but she can still be my grandma if she wants. Petra, you're adorable. You're adorable. Well, I'd love to be your friend, Petra. I don't know about grandma, though. That's okay, Mrs. Zoe. Being my grandma is like being my friend. Just, like, silly way of saying friends. This is getting awkward. Oh, I can already you know, okay, I'm moving on.
Saying?
Oh, goodness. Did you, choke? Yeah, I should have listened to my gut, but I didn't. I don't usually eat. I really wanted steak for dinner because he's really rarely ever able to eat meat, but he got new dentures a few days ago, so he wanted to try them out on some steak. So I made us some steak and he really liked it, but I didn't, so I was trying to get it over with because he always got offended if I wouldn't finish dinner. That is sad. Oh my gosh.
And
sorry, I had to check something for a brief moment. And some of the steak ended up getting stuck in my throat, so I couldn't breathe. And Mr. Taylor was over at the couch and he couldn't get up fast enough with his cane. And then he wasn't strong enough to do the Heimlich. That is tragic. That is really sad. Hold on, I need to check my text messages. My mom keeps trying to call. Okay, I should be. Oh, wow, that sounds bad. Poor girl. I'm so sorry, Petra. That's terrible. It's okay. Mr. Taylor tried his best, and I'm really proud of him.
Yes.
Think about it. I like that. And we have more fun things to talk about, like stories. Do you have any more, Mrs. Zoe? Let me think. What about... Ooh, my first ever performance, singing at a local restaurant. Yes, it was wonderful. Wow. Maybe I should get back to checking this place out. They both seem wonderful, but I'd like to find whoever this Garzeta is. I'd love to hear this story, but I better go look around some more. Stay vigilant, yes?
bye-bye.
Okay, bye, Crystal. See you later. Yes, goodbye. Aw, I like both of them. Zoe and Petra. Oh, what the heck? Then there's powder room. Did I read that right? Alright, and then there's a library. Where did I just come from? I know I could. Alright. Can I go in here? What is this? Just a bathroom? Oh, we got some more people in here. Okay, let's just talk to them.
And yet another useless room. This is all starting to feel hopeless. Hopeless!
I'm sorry, but that facial expression kind of got to me for a brief moment there. Don't give up so quickly, Mr. Oh my gosh, I need to hear them say these names so that I'm not butchering them. Our search isn't entirely in vain. Just look around. I have been. A library. I love a good read, but right now...
Calm yourself.
Have you taken a look at the books? Many medical textbooks, fun fantasy reads, some science fiction, like someone's personal taste. I wonder if any of my books are around here. I'd be so honored. The man grabs a few books off a shelf, picking at the titles. This house is clearly lived in. A family could have resided here. Even the paintings, they're all real-world people with real-world descriptions. I know a few of them. And they're also grim. I pray people from the future aren't so sad. Whatever the case, we aren't the first people to have been here. What are you thinking? We're definitely not alive, that's for sure. But not dead like in the other place. This house is the same. It looks normal, lived in. But the view out the windows is unearthly. Perhaps a realm between the alive and dead? Oh, hold that note. A new person. Hello, wonderful evening, wonderful evening. The man in the cap puts his arms out for a hug. I'm a bit taken aback. And now just staring at him with his arms out. Nice to meet you too. Yes, what a warm welcome.
Yes.
Yes, warm welcomes indeed. So you are the 15th new person, correct? Did Vivian greet you nicely? We agreed she could use a distraction and greeting the new arrivals would be perfect for that. Meeting all these people who've just died can't be good for her. I still think I should do it. 15th? I believe I was the 12th and Mulila was the 13th. She greeted both of us very nicely. Yes, she seemed sweet. Besides the vengefulness, anyways. Oh, Mulilo, is that another person? I want to meet them. Must be. I wonder why her count's off. So then, with this Mulilo person, there's 16? 17?
My apologies.
I suppose so. I'm not sure. I haven't counted all the people I've met. We'll be able to do a count soon. Hopefully there aren't too many more arrivals. We already have very limited space. Yes, very limited. So what's your full name? The blonde man holds out his notebook, pencil on the paper ready to write. Crystal Willard. Are you writing this down? I said full name, Ms. Willard. That includes middle, unless your culture doesn't have middle names. No, I have one. It's Amber. Crystal Amber Willard. Why do you need to know my full name? Oh, he's just curious is all. Curious guy. That's not a usual question for curious people, but okay. Yes, I'm making pages for everyone here. Documenting my fellow travelers is extremely important, so everything's kept safe.
Well, before I start this, I should introduce myself. My name's Ernest Mikola, and I am the ultimate archaeologist.
Oh, I like that talent. Can I know yours? What? The man in the red cap claps excitedly. Right, now may I ask you a few questions, Miss Willard? How many? What about? I've done a few interviews, yes. They've mostly gone well. It's just so hard to think of things on the spot. It's not many. Should only take a few minutes. I've already Mulilo you mentioned. I'll have to get to them. And they're just general questions so that I can get to know you better.
Perfect.
It's good fun. I love answering questions. Doesn't everyone? Don't worry about thinking. He pounds his chest sincerely. I'll try my best. Great, great. Take your time with answering, but don't overthink it. I'm going to be starting with the boring ones first. First off, Miss Willard, what's your talent? Ultimate mortician. For 6 years now, yes. My dream job since I was a teenager. And how did you die?
Well,
A plane crash. Oh my, that's horrific. I feel for you, miss. I do. Oh no. I was crushed. I don't pay attention to that sort of thing. I just heard a few explosions and it started going down.
Fascinating.
Do you fly a lot? You must be wealthy. Sometimes. Occasionally I'm invited to speak for things, so I'll travel for those. I wouldn't say I'm rich. How I'd love to fly. Most I've done is travel by ferry. In fact, that's one of the last things I did before the tragedy. What?
no.
No, they're safe. One of the safest ways to travel. I was just extraordinary. Never would have expected this to happen. Crystal staunchly defends what killed her ties to the industry. So where are you from? New Zealand. Yes, the time thing. I died on June 25th, 2021.
Goodness.
Wow, 2021, so far from us. To her, we're just a mere vision of the past, a distant memory brought to life, and to us, she's an example of what's to come, the generation of tomorrow. Thank you for your comment. So you figured out that we're from different times. Did Mr. Palsone tell you? I believe he and Miss Clark had figured it out as well. Histories would make that obvious, but it's just so hard to believe. I assumed it had to be some up-and-coming fashion trend. No, Vivian did. She realized when Mulilo arrived with his... Or would you say you felt satisfied? I didn't know a choice-based thing was coming up. I felt satisfied. I have some regrets. I'm still letting everything sink in. I hope whichever one I choose doesn't impact it too much. I'll go with the last one, I think. I don't know. It happened so recently. I'm still letting everything sink in.
It's okay.
You don't know? It's alright, Crystal. You can be honest with us. No, really, I don't know. I told you I wasn't great with questions. Crystal.
Thoughts?
So, were you married or in a relationship? If so, how do you feel knowing that you're separated from them? I feel like this question is a little too personal. What do other people have to do with better understand you? I really don't think it's that important, is it? Continuing on, do you believe our fate is predetermined or do we have control over it? We're definitely guided in certain directions, but in the end, you decide where you want to go. Are you a spiritual person, Crystal? I was, but now we know, so I'm not sure where I stand with the specifics anymore. Miss Willard, what are your first impressions of me? Be completely honest, I won't care. You seem a bit pretentious. I just barely met you. Up there is still a lot to know about these people. Since I just barely met you, I can't say. Aw, really? Nothing? They're called first impressions for a reason. Yeah, but in this sort of situation, it's kinda weird to make calls like that, I think. I don't like to judge people too quickly, or I could get things wrong. You might not like to, but I'm sure you still do. Well, next question. I won't push.
Well...
Crystal, are you proud of... I'm glad you're proud. Never undervalue yourself. But keep in mind, an ultimate title is just that, a title. An extremely exclusive title that boosts your career in ways people can only dream. I think it means a lot. I'm not denying that, I'm just saying. Remember, you aren't your talent. How are you feeling at the moment? It's difficult to tell, I think. It's difficult to tell with everything that's happened. Then we'll give you time. All the time you need. I appreciate that. Well, there you go. Let's see. Crystal, I can see that you're an uninterested person. You didn't seem to care much about the questions I gave, so I barely got anything out of this. Omar? I can't even tell if she's being truthful since she didn't give us much to work with. That could be a sign of a lack of trust already, which is fine since we just met her.
My apologies.
I'm sorry, like I said, it isn't easy for me. Just relax. I hope we get more time here than just a measly 3 days. I'd love to get to know you better so you can open. It's important if you want to establish a true connection, true trust in those around you.
My name is Omar Dembele, and I am the ultimate relationship counselor.
I like that talent. Wow. Okay then. Okay, I see. That makes sense. It does. For my job, I need to peek into the minds of my clients, understand their emotions and actions. The new stresses of our situation make that even more important. I want us all to get along as well as we can. Seeing others in distress fills me with great pain.
Beautiful.
I suppose you could say my emotional empathy is the reason I'm so successful in my job. I'm going to use that ability to get an understanding of everyone here, to tell who may need more help there's in opening up so they may move on. So what are you two doing then? Teaming up and analyzing everyone here? I'm doing a personality overview so I can get to know everyone quickly. After Mr. Dembele noticed what I was doing, he decided to tag along to do the same. Clever idea, actually. That's not too bad. I'm so glad I'm able to meet all of you. So many bright faces. If whoever we're meeting with was looking for a group of wonderful people, they found one. He's so enthusiastic. Everyone, we've also done a lot of searching. Can't go up or downstairs, unfortunately. Or outside. You know, I actually really like Omar. Not gonna lie. But I'm nervous because characters like him usually go through a lot. I'm worried. In all honesty, I don't think we'll be finding anything, so I think we just need to wait. Maybe get comfortable and talk to each other. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. No, not if we're dead. It's not the opportunity of a lifetime. Crystal.
Yes.
It would be the opportunity of a death time, though. It did sound like this invitation was a special thing. Oh, it did. They told me it didn't happen too often. What if Guardian Zeta's shy? Come on out, Zeta. We're friendly. We only want to talk. This sprite, I love it.
Clearly.
Awful host. Hey, don't be so harsh. We can't judge them. I'm going to go call out for them. I want them to know we're friendly. Guardian Zeta, don't be scared. Most of us are nice. I like how truthful that statement is. Most of us are nice. I'm gonna look at this. The globe has red dots on some of the countries. Australia, Madagascar, Egypt, Nepal, Namibia, the USA, Mexico, Russia. Then the entirety of Europe is a red dot, really. Alright. I think I should just... There were boxes of books and VHS tapes in the closet. So much horror, thriller, true crime. Were these thrown in here or awaiting display? Oh. Alright, let's get out of here. Adriana always carries earbuds. Okay. And then that's the charity bedroom. A heavenly voice echoes through the halls, though I can't make out a source. I don't believe I've been here. Janisha's favorite color is puce? Is that what that word is? This is such a pretty room. Wow. Okay then. I don't know the controls for this game. I'm really gonna have to figure that out. Fernanda. What's up with all this? What's this? The original 1937 English UATI headquarters. With the Ultimate Association's expansion, modest headquarters were set up in many of the participating countries. The majority would later expand or relocate. Huh, interesting. Wait, what's that? Mr. Sutherland, one of the boxes was dropped as we were removing it from Edge. The new security system was also delivered, so we moved it all in. Would you prefer we start setup as soon as possible, or once your family is done with this summer's trip? We'll discuss next. Bjorn. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I think we can just keep going down here. What's that? Sunroom? Not sure what a sunroom is. This is a really nice room. All these rooms are so nice. A mostly empty closet. The shelves hold lots of blankets and a few sleeping bags. Alright, let's just leave this room too, I think. How do I leave again? Oh. I don't know the controls, please forgive me. Yoon's favorite color is indigo. I like how little facts just pop up. That's really cool. Nice little touch. Alright, and then what's over here? I reach out to touch the door handle, but I can feel warmth radiating off it. I'm not sure I want to risk opening that. Fair enough, Crystal. Okay, let's keep going. No, oh, the sensitivity on here. I gotta really... Humility bedroom? I'm not sure what that is. Crystal is an INFP. Oh, I like that portrait. Olivia Gale, Ultimate Children's TV Presenter, 1962-1993. I like that. I like the design. With the amount of variety of ultimates in the modern UATI, it's easy to blend in and be forgotten. Olivia stood out, bringing joy to many as a standout ultimate taken too soon. Aww, no. Oh, Ripple. Yeah, I knew that our style looked so familiar. But it looks amazing. Wow. A mostly empty closet. There are some shoe boxes on the floor and blankets on the shelves. I like this. Okay, let's head out here. Alright. Oh, there's another person down there. I already explored all the way over here, right? I think. Alright. I don't believe I've spoken with you yet.
Hold on. Wait a moment.
What? Huh? Oh, I'm just looking. Listen. Shh. Do you wish I had just done nothing? If I can fight back, I'm going to. God. They had a gun, Adriana, a gun. And I still beat their asses. They sound livid. Oh dear. I know, it's great, isn't it? They've been fighting since they got here. At least that's what I've been told. But trust me, you should avoid this room. They'll tear you to shreds. The buff man and fat dude both went in there not too long ago. Both left as changed men. Okay then. Is it really that bad? How could it be that bad? I warned them, I really did. If there are people fighting, then shouldn't we mediate it? I'm not super good with fights, so maybe not me, no. Well, we have 1 to 3 earthly days to do that. Wonderful, isn't it? Anyways, enough about that. How'd you die? Was it painful? That's the first question you're gonna ask? Doesn't that seem a little too, Okay, you know what? Whatever. He looks so eager. Luckily, I'm not too worked up over it. Or that could strike a nerve. I hope he isn't asking everyone like that.
Show some respect.
Why do you want to know? Morbid curiosity? Yes, I'm morbidly curious as well. If I could go around directly asking everyone, I would, but that would be disrespectful. I make sure to squint my eyes and show some disapproval. He doesn't seem to pay mind to it. We've all gone so differently. It's natural that I'd be curious. Most painful so far is probably that Zoe woman. Fire? Ouch. Or the yeehaw girl, but she won't tell anyone much. Maybe she's just dramatic. Hypothermia is also pretty bad.
Pathetic.
Mine was a fall. Shoved off a balcony by that whore. Irishi Sai Tang. Maybe stop being such a poor loser, Hope her arrest doesn't even make the local news. Too much attention and she'll think people actually care about her. Sheesh! What the heck? You were murdered? That's maddening. So premature. Oh, I am mad. If I get the option, I'm haunting her jail cell. Hope you missed me, bitch. Fortunately, the fall wasn't too bad. The worst part was being in the air. Falling and falling and falling. It was majestic, yet horrifying. Just like these girls, why don't we give them a little checkup? Well, Miss Know-It-All with a brain that big, I'm surprised they didn't shoot you in the forehead. Sorry, my forehead isn't a fucking landing pad like that big ol' 5 head of yours. Yikes! No!
Sad.
Forehead insults, sad. They've devolved. Yeah, maybe they've just run out of things to say? But yeah, my death was quick and not that painful. I felt the impact for a split second, but quickly died. It's probably a low tier on the painful death rankings. And what about you? I need to know who we're visiting. Plus, I deal with death every single day. I'm more accepting of it than most. Awesome. Was it heart disease? Isn't heart disease the most common cause of death? I'm surprised I haven't seen any heart diseasers yet. What? Heart diseasers? No, it was a plane crash. I felt almost nothing. The scariest part was the falling, so I guess we can relate on that. Low tier. Maybe a little higher than mine since a plane crash takes longer than falling from a balcony. A lot more screaming. If the plane fell apart midair, then that certainly bumps it up, but still nothing too crazy. You seem to be coping with your death well, eh? No, I'm quite sad. I just got that all out during my trial thing. Now I only feel one emotion, anger for Irashi, and that emotion is more powerful than any sadness I could ever have.
She knew that the only way to rise above the talented Janice Deol would be to kill me. Otherwise, I would have continued to beat her year after year. I mean, I am now the ultimate choreographer. Her team was no match.
A choreographer, huh? Janice. I don't know why, but I already like Janice. Absolutely hilarious so far. And now she'll never be able to compete again. Maybe she'll have a shot in the prison league. Oh, good for her. Ultimate choreographer? So she killed you because of a dancing competition, I assume? Must have been a serious competition. No one should be murdering over that. Only the most serious in the world. I have competed for the last 5 years now. My team won 3 out of those 5 times. She won the first 2 years my team competed. I guess you could say this year was a bit of a personal tiebreaker. Only you two were winning the last 5 years? Those poor other competitors don't even have a chance. She was practically the queen of the place before I showed up. She had a 7-year win streak and was the previous ultimate choreographer. Poor thing. Oh. Okay, I kind of feel a little bad for this girl, but that doesn't justify murdering someone. Absolutely not. Then me and my girls showed up, gave her a nice, comfy home in 2nd place. It suited her. After 2 years of stumbling, of course. No one's perfect. Then Victoria Piper Robinson left her team. In fact, she started training at my studio. Irashi stood no chance. This year's winner was known from the start. I think I'm starting to see why she would have killed him. Yeah, in a sense, I agree, Crystal, but that doesn't justify murder. It really doesn't.
Just a thought.
I don't think you should be thinking with so much hate. She'll get what she deserves, naturally, but if you think with such hate, you'll only get hate back. The universe returns what you put on it. You know what? Good point. How do you know that? Did one of the gods back in court tell you? If I know about the afterlife and it's not what I was expecting, then how does the universe work?
Yes.
Either way, yes, it's awful that she killed you, but your attitude must be part of why she did it. It doesn't sound like a friendly rivalry, no? Yeah, good point. It seems kind of, I can't think of the word. She had a lot of reasons to want to kill me. I didn't think she'd have the guts to do it. I actually took the talent from her a few months ago, my new status, and her lack of one. Yikes. Taking my talent, and them being my rival at that. But it was inevitable. My dance studio is award-winning. My students go on to win competitions. My routines don't stay within the confines of the performances. They go viral. People all over the world try to replicate my routines. She's been falling off. I've dreamed of being an ultimate since I... alright. Yes, of course. But I thought you didn't want to talk to them. No, I do. I'm just warning all of you because they might be too much to handle. But I can handle them. But they're so defensive. Maybe you'll be able to calm them down enough to open up to me. You seem with stressed and worried people a lot at work. It's easier there, though. I'm not sure why. Outside of work, it's so hard. Maybe I'm just...
Love it.
Thank you so much. Underwhelming goth woman. I believe in you. I hope I don't have to stay around this person too long. That was a really rude comment to make. Oh, here we go. Future.
I am so done with this. Done!
No. I don't know if it's just me. I love this. I'm living for this. Are you done? Because every time you say you're done, you start talking again and... Holy crud, I said I'm done. Oh, conjoined twins. So they're still conjoined even in the afterlife. Why is that? Like, literally, you basically sacrificed me for your selfish... I told you. I told you. I'm just saying. Can you shut your mouth for 5 freaking seconds?
Hello.
Hello, girls.
Hi!
Oh my gosh, hi! Hey, that's a friendly hi. Wait, let me guess. Guess what? Your talent. Duh.
Easy.
Surgeon. She has a medical. What? I put my hand in my hair self-consciously. Mortician. Frick. Estimate. At least I got that one kid right. That's not much of an accomplishment. Adriana, are you the ultimate annoyance? Because you're seriously taking me off right now. Okay, please calm down. What are you two arguing about? What happened? It's loud as... Literally, it's so dumb. What happened was...
Shut up.
No, you don't get to say. You always leave stuff out. I do not. You do. Typical sister things. Please stop shouting. I'd like to know what happened so I can help. And I can only help if you both tell me the truth. Right now, all I'm getting is a headache. A deadache. No! No! Okay then. You, on the left, well, my left would, that would be you guys right, but from my angle, you're on the left. Francisca, was that your name? What? You can go first, yes, and then your sister can tell her side after. Okay, so we were like in bed on our phones when Adriana heard a window downstairs get broken, so we were like, whoa, this is totally weird. And I wanted to call 911, but Adriana started getting up, so we both went downstairs. First lie. And then we saw like 3 big dudes with bags and guns and stuff. I was like, OMG, take whatever you want, just don't hurt us, or something. Adriana looked pissed, which probably freaked them out, like, OMG, watch out for 4 Eyes, she is fuming. So then while they were explaining like, how like, oh, we're not gonna hurt you, just like, show us where the money is, Adriana freaking starts running at them.
What the heck?
I had no way of knowing, so we like stumbled over and they freaking shot me right between the eyes. Lie number 2. So like, if Adriana didn't go all destroy mode or whatever, we'd probably be alive, yeah.
So?
Okay, and what about you, Adriana? What's your version of events? First of all, you were the one to say we should go downstairs.
What the hell?
You never said we should call 911. Neither of us did. Oh, I missed that. Oopsie. And no, I didn't give you no warning. I bumped your head 3 times. We agreed that I'd do that when I want to fight ever since Maria Gonzalez in 7th grade. That was junior high. I completely forgot about that. Well, I remembered, and I did it.
Francisca!
I managed to beat their asses with half my body limp, Francisca. We would have lived if you didn't fall. They weren't gonna kill us in the first place. OMG. You really think that? Seriously? We saw their faces. They just wanted us to cooperate.
Are you saying?
You beat them up with half your body limp? Was it because her sister was shot and she still fought 3 people? They were either some wimpy thieves or Adriana has moves. Maybe a mix of both. What happened after that? They had shot me in the abdomen a few times during the fight. Didn't kill me. I called 911 and bled out while they were on their way. Would have died anyway since Francisca had her brains blown out.
Hello?
You're so totally lying, cause why wouldn't they finish you off? You beat their butts and they ran away? Why would they run away, huh? Are you that scary? I don't want to talk about it. It happened really quick. I don't think either of you are particularly in the wrong. That's a scary situation, and maybe you shouldn't have confronted them, but you guys didn't know. But if you died a bit after, wouldn't you both have appeared here at different times? Apparently not. Well, kinda. It was totally weird.
OMG.
After I got shot, I was like, OMG, I'm dead. And then I listened to a bunch of angels talk about me or something. I wasn't really listening because it didn't sound like I should be listening. So I was like, Adriana, what are they talking about? But when I looked over, Adriana wasn't there. It was totally weird because, like, I'd say something and she wouldn't respond. I was so lonely. But then when they sent me here, she was back.
So...
Same stuff here. Wait, Francisca, where did they say you were going after this? Let me think. The name sounded really mean. Like, how does a name sound mean? They told me I was going to, Same. You can't remember either. I think maybe we aren't meant to remember, because I know the place was going to sounded horribly depressing, but I can't think of what they said to the angels too, right? I can't think of what the angels even looked like, and that's something you'd probably remember. Maybe we aren't meant to know. Whatever the case, if both of you were separate then, but not here, you might get separated again once this visitation is over. Scary.
Well,
I think we're all here for our talents, right? So what are you guys? No, not all of us. Adriana doesn't have a talent.
Totes wants to be the ultimate weightlifter or something, but can't since he isn't good enough at it. I honestly feel so bad.
That was kind of mean.
What's wrong with you?
Why do you always do that? You always hampers that correlation, doesn't it? She's props here because of me, Francisca
Francisca the ultimate fashion designer.
That's really interesting. I like that. It's like having VIP. Shut up. Esteban is in the same situation. This isn't just for ultimates.
Yeah.
You two are the exception. Maybe the person we're visiting wanted them here for a specific reason. But then what about me? These are ultimates from all across the world and time. What makes me... also, Janice wants to speak to you two in the kitchen. I know he might seem a bit braggadocious. Oh my gosh. Here he is. She wants to mess with us. Francisca, laughing at you, not with you. Oh, she... Oops. For Janice, I was thinking of her as him this whole time. Oh, embarrassing. I hope I didn't say anything wrong to them. Oh, no, Janice doesn't care about it, like, at all, so don't worry. I call him he too. Adriana says she cause she's weird.
Okay.
She said she doesn't identify with any specific gender or pronouns. She's just what my brain assumed when I first saw otherwise. Oh, okay. I wish I would have known that. Alright, at least I know. I'll just go by they, them for now until I know more. Asshole. You need to have more of an open mind, Adriana. That girl was weird, but she could have been telling the truth. She told us our grandma went to hell, Francisca. You don't tell people that.
TBA.
I don't like to think about it either, but you don't know what grandma was up to. It doesn't even seem like there is a hell. You don't know that. You don't remember where they said you're going. Adriana gasps. I cannot believe you even considered this a possibility, Francisca. If I get to see Nana, I'm telling. Freaking heck, Adriana. All offended because I'm keeping an open mind. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I thought I had ended the argument, but they're right back at it. I don't have the time for another. Well then, I'm gonna go. So, see you girls later. Plus, like, if she went to hell, then she deserved it, so...
Francisca.
You did not just say that. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's the closet, too. Oopsie. Can I please leave this room? That was so awkward. What's this? Denise Elliott, Ultimate Waitress, 1961-1980. Though the UATI's prestigious ultimates are most often celebrated, everyday citizens and their jobs are equally awarded. Character by Iggy. Oh, I like that. Aw, I like that. Okay, is that the same door? Chances are that it is. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, Janice. What are you doing? They put their foot on the first step of the staircase, making the wood creak.
So,
Have you been up there yet? I haven't. It doesn't look like there's much up there. Good, don't try it. I was curious just a bit ago and almost passed out as I got halfway up. It was a strange feeling, really. Felt better as soon as I stepped back down. If you're particularly bored, wait for Zeta. Go ahead and try it. I did warn you. Only halfway. I'm not prone to fainting. I wonder if I could go farther. Moving on to other warnings. Actual warnings that I don't suggest experimenting with. If you open any of the big-looking doors, you'll be blasted with endless amounts of light, heat, and fear as you look down and realize you almost just stepped into the endless abyss of yellow. And that's only if you ignore the burns to your hand. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so persistent. Ouch. Yes, I've been avoiding those doors.
totally.
Smart. Well, let me know if you ever try to challenge my staircase record. Record? Staircase record. Okay. Alright. Have I been in here yet? I don't think so. It seems to be locked. Okay. Well, at least I tried. What's over here? There's a kitchen. Am I able to get in here? Are good things on the way? Good question. Ah! New people. Alright, let me talk to them.
Shame.
Denying the truth sounds about right. Just listen to yourself. I'm not denying anything. I'm thinking of other ideas. Maybe this is all a simulation. I know our competitors have been experimenting with hyper-realistic simulated environments, nearly indistinguishable from the real world. And of course I would make the most worthy beta tester by force. You are dead. And there's actually proof of this. Why all the windows are blank? The system likely struggles to render too much at a time, so showing the outside is simply too expensive. So in order to make it seem like this simulation is reality, they've merely covered up that limitation with the afterlife story. Now they're collecting data on how I interact with the environment and whether or not anything tips me off. Well, there you have it. The windows tipped me off. Good luck solving that one. Consider my suspension of disbelief unsuspended. You are dead.
What are you saying?
When do you think this simulation would have started? How would they put you in a virtual world without you noticing? Explain yourself. There are plenty of possibilities for that one. So many, in fact, that choosing one to talk about is... The woman sighs. Is there a point? You don't have an explanation. You are lying to me. I'm not lying to you. You are a liar.
Nah.
Do you lie to everyone? Are you lying to yourself? Lying to yourself to keep the delusion going? Pathetic. Why must I be here? Hello, Whatever you say, whatever you say. And now you dismiss me. Keep living in this delusion. I don't care. I am too angry to care. I will never care. This does seem like... Maybe this is the afterlife. Maybe it's a simulation. Talking to you is exhausting either way. Maybe now's not a good time. I'm looking in the fridge. There are a few notes on the fridge. Breakfast, 9 a.m., dinner, 8 p.m. Help yourself to any snacks in the fridge or pantry. A less formal sticky note sits on top of the rest. Monday, beef stroganoff. Tuesday, grilled lamb salad. Wednesday, kedgeree? What? I can't pronounce that. Thursday, dumplings, soup. Friday, pizza. Ew. That would be hell for me. Saturday, eating out. Sunday, leftovers. Do I leave for now, or what do I even do? What's this? A painting of Dawn's Diner, home of the ultimate fast food employee. Now disgraced, Dawn's Diner was once revered for its exceptional service and all. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should leave, because I don't know what else to talk to them about. Oh wait, what's this? A dumb waiter. For sending food between heaven, hell, and the space between, I guess. June forced himself to be ambidextrous. How do you force yourself to do that? I'm a little curious. What's this? Bathroom, diligence bedroom, and then entertainment room. I highly doubt there's anything in the bathroom, but I'm occupied. Sorry. Someone's already in there. I don't know whether to laugh at that or... Crystal's favorite color is purple. Oh no. I enter and there's already someone crying. I just got here. Entering the room, the first thing I see is a young woman crying. An older man looks to be comforting her.
There. It's, alright.
Oh. What about school? How's school? School's alright, Mr. I don't get the best grades in the whole wide world, but I'd be darned if I wasn't trying. And I got my friends, Susan and Lori, off of this one. What about video games? Do you, have a favorite video game? I think those were invented by then. Oh, we must know about the time thing. Like, at the arcade? Yes, I think so. I always like to go to the arcade sometimes when I don't got work to do. And it's pretty darn fun since Lori couldn't get a high score on none of those games to save her life. So me and Susan like to watch her get mad at the old machines while we just laugh our butts off. Oh, arcades, right. That sounds fun. In my time, there aren't many arcades, especially not in my town, so I've never been to one. The future ain't got a bunch of video games? Huh? Well, yeah, after school me and the girls love doing that. Or going to the mall, or seeing a movie. Y'all got movies, right?
Yes.
Yes, and video games. Oh, how I miss doing all that. Usually we couldn't do anything because I'd got work to do. Now I'm really wishing I spent more time with them. Oh, good lord.
Hello.
Hello, you two. Are you alright, miss? You don't look like you're doing too good. Understandably so. She's been, crying ever since she's gotten here, trying to help the poor girl out. I'm being such a bother, aren't I? No. When someone's, not doing so good, it's only right to help out. And being sad that you died is normal, I think.
Don't you worry.
Act like normal grief, and give ourselves time to think over everything, accept what happened. And we get to explore the afterlife, which is spooky, but interesting. Very interesting. The girl wipes her eyes with the back of her hand, still crying, but softly. The man clears his throat, reaching his hand out for a handshake.
I'm Danielle Palasson. I don't know if I was, the ultimate miniature model.
Huh. That's an interesting talent. Oh gosh, a handshake? I entirely forgot about the virus until now. Where I'm presented with a handshake, never thought I'd say that. Is the afterlife disease-free? Am I spreading a 2021 illness throughout time? The ultimate super spreader? I tested negative anyways, it should be fine. I accept this handshake, introducing myself as I do so. Crystal. Mortician. Mortician. Well, isn't that fitting? Like a judge in jail. Being sent to the place you send people. No, morticians don't send people to heaven.
Ignore me.
Don't listen to me. I don't even know what I'm saying. There, it's alright. I think her death was particularly bad, but she hasn't told me and I'm not gonna push. Miss, what's your name? The girl wipes her face again, then forces a smile.
Howdy. My name's Bonnie Clark and I'm the ultimate best-friend boy. What would you like to order?
Aww. I don't know why, but I like that voice. I feel like it's super fitting. Bonnie bursts back into heavy tears. Don't mind me. Crying on the ship is normal. Do it all the time.
Of course.
Bonnie, I want you to know that as long as we're all here together, I'll be there to help. So if you need someone to chat with you, can come talk to Auntie Crystal. Auntie Crystal. Cute. Me too, even if I'm not very good at it. It's okay. You're doing your best, mister. Usually I ain't this sad of a gal. Life might have been a downer, but I could always pick my head up and smile. Like this. Oh, that looks so forced. That's so sad. Bonnie, please don't hurt yourself.
Right.
I can't do it. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Maybe taking the focus off Bonnie will help her feel better. Us both trying to comfort her might be overwhelming. Well, Danielle, what about you? How are you feeling about all this? Same thing I said to Bonnie applies to you, too. It applies to everyone. Auntie Crystal helps all. Doing fine. Not entirely sure what's going on, but none of us do.
I'm alright.
Luckily for me, my death itself was fairly quick, so I'm not too hard pressed over it. Oh, do you want to talk about it? Mine was quick too. A plane crash. This feels so surreal to talk about. Oh, bless your heart. I never trusted them big ol' metal birds. Yes, I can talk about it. Mine was well, there was a storm and I went to go check on the neighbors since it was getting pretty bad and I knew they had a lot of kids. You know, I was worrying. Oh no.
Well,
Anyways, to keep a long story short, I stepped out of my car and tried to run up to their door but got electrocuted from a knocked over power line. Was in a big puddle and whatnot. Yikes. Shocking. I'm sorry, sir. Hey, she seems to be doing a little better. It didn't hurt as much as I thought something like that would. I got super tense and couldn't move. A bunch of pins and needles, and then nothing.
yeah.
Could have been way worse. I can't complain. You can complain all you want. The deaths I've heard of so far seem super unfair. Yes, life can be so nice. I was really fixing to get home and watch some television after the old cleanup, so I'm pretty darn frustrated myself.
Gosh.
Should have just waited for all does just about as much as being sad does. Nothing. I have to think about it more. Hey, final placement thing? That's the end? Or is there more after this? Maybe you can die while being dead? Would that mean there are afterlife morticians? I want to be an afterlife mortician. No. This feels like the end, I think. I sure do hope so. I can't die again. That first time was already too painful. I was really happy to wake up in that white place. It felt almost a little comforting. But, heaven seemed a lot more boring than it sound great. Oh gosh, I can't even remember what it was called. So I guess I should enjoy my time here? They said I should. Some time to start some new projects before I go to my place. Maybe I can get a city scene going. I'll have to see what materials this place has. Building cute scenes sounds a bunch of cute little rocks to pass the time. Just like Alright, I don't even know how much longer I'm going to be able to stay alive. I hope I can get to a saving point again soon, but I'll try to get through as much of this as I can. Because it is getting pretty late. It's almost 11 at night.
It's great.
It is extremely relaxing. That's why I like doing it. Are you interested in trying miniature modeling? I ain't the most creative gal, and my arts and craft skills are pretty bad. You have to start somewhere, yes? Even if whatever you make isn't amazing, the process would still be pleasant, like you said. I used to think my hands were too shaky to be able to do it. Good thing I actually tried, or I wouldn't have found my passion. Wouldn't have become an ultimate.
Think so?
Maybe y'all are great. Or, great, I mean.
Come on.
We could go look for some materials right now if you want. I'm sure this place has arts and crafts stuff everywhere. Not everywhere. Somewhere. Even if it isn't much, we could get something going. Alrighty, mister. Little Heaven scavenger hunt.
Well,
You two can have fun with that. I'm gonna look around some more myself. Seems Danielle's got her distracted, so I probably shouldn't bring the topic back to it. That would upset her, but she should still know I'm here for her. Remember, if either of you need something, just come find me, okay? Yes, ma'am. Of course. Have a search. Alright, now, I need to figure out how to save this. No, none of this looks right. I don't know if there's like a specific button I'm supposed to be clicking. I don't know when the last saving point was either. I can get back to a place, because it does seem to save pretty frequently. It's over 2 hours now, roughly. So to anyone that stopped by to watch, thank you so much. I really do hope I can continue playing this again soon, but I am excited to get to finish it.